Good evening everyone and welcome to 30 Minutes News. Yesterday, Bandai had their 14th 30 Minutes label new product announcement thing, which gave us all of their regular release 30 Minutes kits for October, November and December. And because they're regular releases, they'll of course also be available at regular hobby stores like Hobbylink Japan. Shopping through the link down below will directly support the channel. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into the 30 Minutes missions things that they announced, which they did together with a really cool new promotional video. For the most part, it shows us mechs that have already been released, but at the end of the video, we see the 1/144th scale Extended Armament Beast EXWild, which is their main 30 Minutes missions release for Q4 of 2026. It is releasing in November for 2,750 yen, 17 US, and it certainly looks very different from anything that came before it. It's a black and green wolf-like machine that is armed to the teeth with various blades and even like railgun-esque things on the top. But despite being so different, it is of course still part of the 30 Minutes line, so there's a lot of mixing and matching to be had, and it of course still has a lot of 3mm holes in it, including its tail, so if it's just not armed well enough yet, you can really arm this thing to the teeth. And if you're a big fan of this design, then you can get it again in December as the Extended Armament Beast EXBrave. It again goes for 2,750 yen, 17 US, and the differences are in its color scheme. It's now white and blue instead of black and green, and that some of the parts are slightly different. For example, the tail has a different effect part, the blades on the side pods are longer, the railguns now have different parts as well, and they look more like booster pods, and the ears are different. The differences aren't huge, but they do give the two kits a very distinct feel to them. And if you want to spice them up a little bit more, you can get the 30 Minutes Missions Water Decals Multiuse 5. The main advertised kits are of course the two Exhibeasts, but there's also decals for other units like the Boost Bikes, Roy, the Marine Exploration Mecha, and more. And it can be yours in October for 660 yen for US. Next up, we've got two Armored Core 6 kits, both releasing in November. For 4,180 yen, 26 US, we've got the Rad CC3000 Wrecker Circus. And dare I say, it comes with a lot of bang for your buck. For handheld weapons, we've got the Iridium Grenade Launcher and the Little Gem Bazooka, and then on the backpack, we've got two missile launchers. Enough stuff to make any enemy go boom. But if that just isn't enough, then there's also the option part set Armored Core 6 Fires of the Rubicon weapon set number 8 for 2,035 yen, 13 US. Included is an energy shield in both stored and deployed mode, a Gochen grenade launcher with parts to have it either in the left or right hand, a machine gun set that also comes with parts to have it either as a righty or a lefty, and last but definitely not least, the Earshot grenade cannon with parts to mount it on either the left or the right side of the backpack. So yeah, I was definitely surprised with how there wasn't a single bipedal mech announced here. There weren't that many announcements either, but I guess what we did get was pretty unique, so at least that makes up for something. On to the 30 Minutes Fantasy line we go then. And here, we definitely got some more announcements, starting with the Rosan Commander and Liber Fortress in November. They both go for 2,750 yen each, 17 US, and they're like a remold combo pack of previous releases from the other side. But based on the price, I don't think we'll be getting all of the accessories with these new combo packs. So, the Liber Fortress is a Class 3 Lancer and combines parts from the Rosan Lancer and the Rosan Fortress class-up armor set with some Liber flair added to it. With the confirmed accessories being 2 different face guards, 2 different breast guards, a shield, and a very unique looking lance, which, like, looks like it has an axe at the end of it, and I really hope that's meant to be removable, because otherwise that's not going to be very practical. The Rosan Commander then is a Class 3 Knight that combines parts from the Liber Knight and the Liber Commander class of armor, again with some Rosan flair added to it. Confirmed accessories here are a shield, a sword, and a halberd. And finally for November, there's the Dlro Fenrir. It goes for 2,530 yen, 16 US, and I was pretty surprised at how well they managed to hide the joints of this thing, at least in the promotional images. Like, when I first saw them, I thought this thing was going to be a static figure, but no, it actually is pretty articulated. On the prototype figure though, that they showed off in the livestream, you can see the joints much more noticeably, but still, this thing is looking really good. I also love the flame effect part that's coming out of its mouth. And talking about its mouth, that's also where one of its main features is hidden. It has a 3mm hole on the inside, so by using joint parts, you can attach a weapon there, making it look like the Fenrir is holding a weapon in its mouth. Again, a really cool little kit. And in the promotional images, it's shown together with the Landhunter, a Class 3 fighter that is releasing in December for 2,950 yen, 18 US. So it's another set that is immediately classed up to Class 3. Confirmed accessories are a crossbow, a quiver with bolts for the crossbow, and a dagger. But then, for 3,300 yen, 21 US, we are getting our first Class 5 kit. The Class 5 Knight Superior Archknight, a classed up version of the Holy Knight. It's spiky, it's golden, and it is a sight to behold. Unfortunately, they did only show us an unpainted prototype during the livestream, so I wonder how the gold is gonna look in real life. Based on the price, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mostly molded gold, but there could also be some plated parts here and there. As for the accessories that we know for sure, there is a very fancy shield and an equally fancy sword. And this kit is releasing in December. And if you need some more golden items, there's the Item Shop 6 Gold/Silver option set. It can be yours in December for 1,320 yen, HUS, and as the name indicates, it comes with a bunch of golden and silver accessories. There's some really cool golden and silver armor parts, as well as golden and silver coins, 2 silver trays, 2 golden goblets, and 2 sets of silver knives, spoons, and forks. So you can get your 30 minutes fancy characters dressed up all fancy, ready for a fancy dinner. Or you can use it for a fancy dinner with your 30 minutes sisters. Launching in November for 5,060 yen, 32 US, there's the Saki Hanami 20th Anniversary U&I version. Most of her other details are yet to be announced, but we know that she will come with 3 different pre-printed faces. I'm sure we'll get more information soon. And that was actually already it for all of the full 30-minute sisters. The rest is mostly going to be option parts for your color A sisters. So, staying in November, there's the option body parts type MGO2 color A, going for 2,200 yen, 14 US, with the MG no doubt standing for Magical Girl, because just look at the outfit. The set includes a body with pink Magical Girl clothes, a skirt with a massive ribbon, a ribbon headband, hand options, joint parts, and a magical stick. The only thing you still have to provide yourself is a head. And if magical girls aren't your thing, then for 1,650 yen, 10 US, you can pick up the option body parts, arm parts, and leg parts S, color A. Included with the set are bare arms, a bunch of hand options, bare legs, 2 different pairs of shoes, and 2 different pairs of feet. One has toe details and the other doesn't, so it looks more like your figure is wearing socks or stockings. On to December then, where they're trying something new for the 30 minutes line. The Atelier line, where they're combining like base plastic models with actual clothes. So, for 2,420 yen, 15 US, there's the option body parts Atelier base body 01 color A. A very basic body that does come with a few customization options. She comes with a blank head. You can choose to either have her with a bra and panties or a camisole and shorts, and for the feet, you can choose between a pair of sandals or a pair of geta for use with a yukata. Which is then of course the other thing that they're releasing. But before we talk more about the yukata, let's talk a bit more about the Atelier body, because there is a slight difference between it and a regular 30-minute Sisters body. The hip joints have been redesigned for better mobility, and I'm assuming also for better mobility while wearing clothes. So for that yukata then, the official name is the 30-minute Sisters Scale Atelier Wear Yukata 01, and it can be yours for 2,200 yen, 14 US. It comes with a nice summery motif featuring sunflowers, and well, that's all I can really say about it. I do wonder how this new line is gonna do though, and how far Bandai is gonna take it. Because, for example, with the clothes, Bandai will be competing with more established brands like Azone. Moving on to 30 minutes preference. The first thing they showed off here is something that probably didn't come as a surprise to fans. The Madoka Kaname Walpurgisnacht Rising version. Her school uniform version was already announced, so it really was only a matter of time before we'd also get her magical girl version, which can be yours in November for 4,950 yen, 31 US. The accessories that we know about so far are Cube and 2 pre-printed faces, but I have to add here that the promotional image that they showed on Instagram has a mistake in it. As you can probably tell, these 2 faces are the same. So in addition to the smiling face that they showed twice on Instagram, we're also getting this slightly grumpy / disappointed face. Which is the face she'll make if you don't pair her with Homura Akemi Walpurgisnacht Rising version. She'll also be releasing in November for another 4,950 yen, 31 US. And here, the promotional images are showing the correct pre-printed faces. A neutral one and a more angry one. Next up, we have the figure that I was the most excited about. The Powered Natsumi and Giroro set. She'll be releasing in November for 5,280 yen, 33 US, and we got some interesting new information here. On the main promotional image, they show that Natsumi's main weapon comes with an opening gimmick, and that Giroro will have some accessories too. So he's not just going to be a static figure that you can't do anything with. You can have him with either arms that aren't carrying anything, or with arms where he's holding beam rifles. And if you look closely, you'll see that one of those beam rifles is a super deformed RX-78-2 beam rifle, as he uses in this series. Quickly back to Natsumi then, she will come with 2 pre-printed faceplates, a smiling one and a more feisty one. And finally for November, there's the Enia for 4,400 yen, 28 US. I don't think it's coming with any accessories, but what it lacks in accessories, it makes up for with gimmicks. We've got a gun that pops out of the arm guard, and the chest can also open up. Plus, it looks to be a relatively big figure, about the size of a Master Grade, I would guess. Pretty damn cool indeed. If you then only got your news from Instagram, this would have been the last announcement you saw. Aris Maid version, or depending on the website, I've also seen her name romanized as either Aris or Alice, but I don't play the game, so I'm just gonna go with what Bandai called her. Aris. But whatever you want to call her, she comes with 2 pre-printed faces, a neutral and a crying one, a bunch of hand options, and the 2 most important accessories for any maid. A cleaning mop and the railgun. I like my dirt like my enemies. Vaporized. She can be yours in December for 6,050 yen, 38 US. In the livestream then, they still had 2 surprise announcements for December. From Ghost in the Shell, they'll be releasing the 30 minutes preference Motoko Kusanagi and Fuchikoma. Motoko will go for 4,950 yen, 31 US, and Fuchikoma will go for 2,750 yen, 17 US. But that is unfortunately all that we know about him so far. And really finally, let's quickly wrap things up with two 30ml zone limited kits that were announced. First up, there's the 30-minute sisters Rhaedyra Lagoonware. She'll go for 4,950 yen, 31 US, is slated for a 4th of July release, and she is more than just a recolor of the standard Rhaedyra, which you probably could have guessed by looking at the price. In addition to her standard, more dressed body, she now also comes with a more beach-appropriate body. She also comes with 2 new weapons, her board has remained the same, and her helmet is missing. The second kit then is the 30 Minutes Fantasy Lancer Dragonius. This bad boy will set you back 3,850 yen, 24 US, and is planned to be released at some point in fall. For accessories then, he's got a very evil looking lance, a massive shield, a meat cleaver, wing-like blades on the back, a set of waterslide decals for all of those ornate markings, and even some extra armor parts for customization. And that has been all for the new 30 Minutes label announcements. I think that 30 Minutes Fantasy fans in particular are going to be eating very well at the end of the year, especially with that golden and silver dinner set. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow with the rest of Bandai's new model kit announcements.